Hello everyone, Carlos Flores, back on basics. So today we're going to talk about uh, two topics that go hand in hand. So we're going to talk about being humble, and because of being humble, uh, a person, for the most part, again, not all the time, but for the most part, uh, they also practice and foster gratitude. So humbleness and gratitude. And so before we begin, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so that way you can get notified of every video. Remember, I do a video per day. Hit the like button so that way you can tell me which ones you like. And so that way I can expand on those topics, or I can go in between the topics and talk and see if there are any subtopics that I can go to. And again, if you have a specific topic, put it in the comment section, and I'll be more than happy to do that. So, humbleness, being humble. you know, this again, and I talked about this last night. This country is very individualistic, and it's all about individual goals and everything, which is okay, right? Because we all have individual goals that we need to do, but at the same time, we need to realize that there are other people around us that are more than happy to help us if we ask them, or because they're offering it to us. And so the thing is, when people offer you uh, help, advice, they're asking you a question, they're doing it because they like your personality, or they like the way that you treat others. And that's where humbleness comes in. So being humble is very important as well. And all of these topics are very important. Being humble is one of those. Because remember, right? You've been through a roller coaster. I don't care who you are. The richest person, the poorest person, the one with a house, the one without a house. Remember, you have to be humble, because you don't know how life may change or throw you a curveball, if you know that terminology, like in baseball. Remember, you always have to be humble. Help people. Ask for help whenever you need help. That was one of the hardest things that I had to learn. And I learned it pretty older, at an older age. So parents, don't forget to teach your kids to be humble, that you will support somebody. Humble means that you will motivate somebody, tell them what they're doing right, tell them what they're not doing right, what they're doing wrong, and help them course correct, right? It's be a support system. At the same time, humbleness means that you're not in your head. Remember, you're not. You are in the here and now, which means this is who I am. These are the things that I do. Being humble means thinking that you're better than somebody else. You may be, and let's be honest, you may be, but humbleness means that you don't communicate that. You don't think that way. You think of everybody as a potential partner, a potential member of your support system. So you never know who you have in front of you. Remember, there's been others that have told stories that they thought that there was somebody in front of them who was homeless, or who was scattered and everything, and they treat them bad, or they treat her bad, and ended up being a CEO to a company, or ended up being a movie star, or ended up being a pop singer, or ended up being somebody who's way high up, that is willing to help you get to your goals. So you have to be humble. That's one of the things that uh, we need to practice more here in this country, because being humble means that you can say, I know some stuff, but I don't know a lot of stuff. And then humble is one of those things that you can always go to somebody and say, look, I may know this piece, but can you help me with this piece? Because when I put them together, I'll be able to do an activity better. I'll be able to exercise better. I'll be able to, do my work better, support somebody better. And so always be humble. You have to realize that it's, for me, it's a must. And I'm going to tell you, this is, again, I'm telling you my experience. For me, is a must, because every single person in front of me is somebody that I respect. Every single person in front of me, I will help if they ask for help. I will give them my take if they want that. I will be able to, roll up my sleeves and say, let's go, let's do this. When I was working at the Sacramento campus at University of Phoenix, I was director of academic affairs. I could have just gone to my office, right? Whenever we had faculty meetings, or whenever we had meetings or something that needed for people to put together a room and then break it down into a classroom. The thing, I never went to my office and said, see ya, tell me when you guys are done. I would always say, okay, what can I do? What do you want me to do so I can help you? And so I took out garbage, I moved tables around, I put together, the desk and the chairs. Whenever the event was over, it's getting there in the middle of everything. It's being able to be with everybody else. It's being a servant leader. Remember, that's one of the previous videos. Servant leadership. That's somebody that is kind of like a supervisor, or somebody at a higher ranking, that is willing to be in the middle of everything. It doesn't happen without humbleness. You need to be humble. These videos that I'm doing, I'm actually giving you all the information that has taken me 48 years to learn. And I'm putting them in small bites and a little bit larger bites, so that way you can learn what I read about, what I wrote about, what I processed about, what I heard about, and so that way you can have the information as well, right? There's a lot of videos in this YouTube channel, and there's a lot of topics in this YouTube channel, and because of that, I am really practicing even more now, being humble, being able to help people, being able to connect with people that need assistance, or they may just need an answer, or they may just need something, so that way they can feel like they're moving forward. I'll give you an example. Okay, I'll give you an example. When I was at University of Phoenix, I learned about and Kaplan is one of the agencies, but there are tests called CLEP, CLEP, and Dante's, DANTE. If somebody at a high school level, or somebody that has graduated from high school, takes on a specific subject and they pass it, they get college credit. It's a little bit cheaper. It's a lot cheaper than taking a class. So you save both time and you save money. And so for those people that are thinking about, how am I going to pay for college? This is Clepton Dante's is a great option. So that way you can test out of classes that you've taken: biology, chemistry, English literature, statistics, there's math, calculus, pre-calculus. I mean, there's so many topics. History. Feel like you have enough knowledge to take a test and pass it with a certain score, and you do, you have one less class that you have to take in college. So that's one less class that'll take a semester to be done. It may take you a little bit to study because they do have study books and they do have preparation stuff. It's up to you. But some people, what they have done is they have taken classes at the high school level, and as soon as they're done with their class, they take a CLEPT or a Dante. So that way, all of the knowledge is fresh in their mind, and they take the exam and they pass. And now they have college credit, and now they don't have to take that as a requirement because they're done. So again, that's something that not everybody knows about. Parents, for some of you that have kids that have taken like advanced classes, AP classes, and AP classes are different because advanced placement classes, you can actually take the advanced placement test, and if you pass, then you get college credit. Taking a CLEPT or a Dante will give you college credit for certain subjects. So for example, again, math, calculus, English, writing, literature, there's biology, chemistry, statistics. There's a lot of different things that you can do. And so I'm just sharing it with you so that way you can see the importance of these exams, because some people can take exams. Some people don't want to be in at the university or at college 2 or 4 years. They want to say, okay, I want to get to my specific major classes. And so you can do this with the CLEPT and the Dantes. So I'm just letting you know. Why? Because again, it goes back to the humbleness. Why am I going to keep this information to myself? Why am I not going to share this information with others that can actually benefit from it? Did I benefit from it? No, I did not, because I didn't know about these tests when I was going through high school or the university. But now that I know, I tell people that this is a great way for you to not only save some money, but also save some time. So that way you have options. So that way you can get to your major courses a little bit faster than the traditional way. So again, CLEPT and Dantes are test. Kaplan, Kaplan, is a company that actually, one of the big companies that actually administers and proctors the CLEPT and Dantes. So again, it's a tidbit in here. Why am I telling you this? Because I know that somewhere out there, there's somebody that doesn't want to take biology again or doesn't want to take math again because they took it in high school. Well, if you study and if you just review, or if you do their prep course, you can do the test and you'll be done. So you won't take a class, it'll be an exam to see where you're at. So again, right? CLEPT and Dantes. Being humble doesn't mean that you keep all the information to yourself, because remember, it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village to educate a village to support an adult. Because you know that all of us as adults are being supported by others in many different ways. And because of humbleness, that's when gratitude comes in. Because I'm very thankful that I have my support system, that I have my family, that I have my friends, that I have the opportunity to do the things that I want to do. So gratitude grows with humbleness, in my opinion, because they go hand in hand. Because as you get humble, as you help people, as you support people, as you teach the things that you know and others teach you the things that they know, you will say, you know what? There's more to the saying, it takes a village to support somebody, to have somebody be successful, to raise a child. It does take a village. And if you just keep things to yourself and you're not humble, you're not in the here and now, believe me, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be hard. You're going to be doing everything on your own. So, and what I'm talking about as well is I'm talking about life stories. Tell your life stories. You have some nice life stories that can change somebody's point of view about something. It doesn't mean that everybody's going to go to college. It doesn't mean that everybody's going to go to the university. It doesn't mean that everybody's school. But there's options. And everybody has a story about what they have done and how they have gotten to the success that they have gotten. Humbleness, to be free to say, let me tell you how I did it. You may have to adjust it to fit you, but this is how I got to where I got. So again, humbleness, right, leads to gratitude, because you get, you feel that gratitude from the person or group or whomever you're helping. It's something that makes you feel good inside. I'm going to be honest with you. For me, I've gone through, you know this, I've gone through 2 bachelors, 2 masters, the majority of a doctorate. I'm in a credential program for special education right now. I have a lot of information. I have a lot of life stories. Back on Basics is gonna get bigger. Back on Basics is gonna be about being humble and about having gratitude for all the things that I received, for all the people that have supported me, for all the information that people have given me that they didn't have to give me. I have learned so much that I'm more than happy to share it with you. So again, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button because every day there'll be a new video. Hit the like button. I want to see those likes so that way I know which ones to focus on, which ones to expand, which topics. And if you have specific topics, put it in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to do that. I'll be more than happy to talk about that. So again, be humble. Be in the here and now, right? Support people. Because believe me, once somebody sees that you support people, people will support you. And it doesn't mean that that's what you're looking for. Because the best thing that comes out of being humble and supporting others is the gratitude that you get. The gratitude of being able to share what you've learned and not just keep it to yourself. Back on Basics.